Well, good morning everyone. I'm just in Nelson. Out to my left is what they call the Boulder Bank, and away in the distance is the Abel Tasman National Park. It'll be just on the horizon for you. Way over the back there is the Abel Tasman National Park. So my plan today is to ride out into the Marlborough Sounds a fair way, and to do that I just need to give her a drink of juice, and I'll do that back there at the BP one.
Just met up with Larry here. He's come in to pump his tyres up. The one going a bit slack on you, Larry.
That's right, yeah.
So you've got an interesting bike here.
Yeah.
What did you make up?
Back in 1999.
Yes.
I put this together, yeah. So she's, what, 21 years old?
Lovely. Is there a group that does this sort of thing, the trikes?
Up in Auckland in Tauranga.
Yes.
I think they've got a trike place up there.
Yes, yeah. Right.
But, yeah, no. Got an 1800 Volkswagen in it.
Yes.
A lot of them put V8s in it, but I think they go fast enough without a V8.
I bet they do, yeah.
I mean,
what's the total weight of it then?
Nah, couldn't tell you. I'd say it did. Never tried on a way quick, yeah.
No. But she'll stop quick and everything? Just like an ordinary motorbike?
Yeah, just brakes and
lovely.
hub brakes in there, of course. But
yeah.
Yeah, all good.
And how many gears she got?
4.
4 forward, like it's just same as a Volkswagen,
yeah? That's right, yeah, and reverse.
A reverse as well?
That's right, yeah.
Well, that's you need that.
Registered as a car, so no helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Not much of a view for you looking into the sun, but anyway, the tide is in. Out there is the Boulder Bank, a naturally formed barrier to this estuary here, and the port is way back behind us. So we just sneak our way up the Whangamoa hills here into the next valley, and then we cut left. Beautiful big pine trees up through here. Forestry is a big industry in this area, and these hills here continually harvest for Pinus radiata. They when they harvest it, you can see the lines going up to the apex there. That's you got to pull the put a log puller on the very top there, and it pulls a lot timber up, and that maintains the soil on the hill, but not pulling it into the valleys. And that is probably all planted out with new trees there now. This side here would be 2-year-old, and that side there would be 4-year-old. Now I've ridden up into more the crest of the ridge here, and this is the Whangamoa Scenic Reserve. Scenic because it's in the original state there with native timber everywhere, as opposed to the pines or the exotic forest. You see up here there are remus and totara, a white pine. They're all big native New Zealand trees, and it's a great road surface here because you've got a lot of heavy trucks pulling timber out of the forest once, and this is the main highway between the North Island and the South Island when you bring your freight across to the west coast. They'd been working on this piece of road for a long time. This is quite a landslip area here, and the road used to get bashed around, so they had to get radical with it and put this big bypass in. And it's very slippery clay sort of soil, and it took years to get it right, but it seems to be dead right now, and you can just fly up here. But in the past it was quite a bottleneck for transport and things. Oh, we're climbing up into the clouds. As we go over the pass here, the clouds will just drop away. Crest of this pass. So as we go down the other side here, we're just looking for our turn off out to the left. At the top of the pass there, it dropped down to 7 degrees in that fog and mist and stuff, but it's starting to go back up now as we sneak in under the clouds. 10.5 here. I've had to crack my visor so that I can see. She's just fogged up in the ridge. Okay, so we've got the French Pass turn off here. This is the one we're after. No one behind me. Just sneak around here. French Pass, Tennyson, Kiwi Bay. This is a road I haven't been on. If ever I've been to the outer Marlborough Sounds, it's been on a boat out of Havelock. Here we go. The bottom one was the one we want, French Pass. A bit of roadside maintenance going on. There must be a tractor ahead here tearing the trees down from the side of the road. I can smell the fresh mown grass right along the edge here, and I see branches all over the road back further there. 3 mowers going. There's the first one. He's looking for the high up stuff. Big John Deere tractors. He's doing what he can in the mid-range, and this fella here is doing the down around the grass. Well, that's clever, isn't it? That saves the car going backwards and forwards, and they tidy her all up in one hit. We cope with all conditions, don't we? I gotta crack the visor so that I can see when she... I'm expecting it to go poof and it'll all be clear in no time. I'm lucky these bikes have got built-in feelers, you know, they can feel their way up the hill here like this. They know where the corner is, and so you really only just got to sit on its back and it'll take you up here. It relies on trust and faith and hope and charity. All it needs now is just a little sea breeze, and whoop-oh, she's clear as a bell. Let's see if we can understand what happened there with that fog. Turn around this way. Yeah, so we were on the other side there. You see the fog's trapped in that valley there? And as I rode out of it, we're on that ridge there. But just on the other side there, quite intense, concentrated fog. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We're going out here into the clear. This is out towards Cook Strait, and there's invariably plenty of wind out here. If you want to practice your skills on the twisties, this is the place to come. It's continuous, left, right, left, right, left, right. But the temperature's rising as I get them down. It was 15 up on the ridge, and before that it was way down in the 6s and 7s. So in that fog and mist that we rode through, the cold was seeping through to my body. See how the edges are all trimmed up here with those mowers that come through. I don't think they need to come back here yet, but they're doing the sides of the roads back on the farmland anyway. But it just keeps it neat and tidy when they give her a buzz right along there, and improves the visibility through the corners too. Because it's Kiwi Bay camping ground. I wonder if I can find a map or something here. Tell me where the hell I am. I'm too shy to ask people. Here's somebody here that knows all about it. Let's do a Yui and ask them. Hello.
If I keep going where I'm going, will I get out to French Pass?
Yep, indeed.
I will.
You can go.
Just didn't look right. I'm seeing bays and things all muddled it up.
So I need not ask those ladies if I only come another 5 yards up the road. French Pass 40 k's, Elaine Bay 17 k's, so Kiwi Crescent, eh? Let's go and do it. But that's a Bona Vista too, isn't it? French Pass Road. Let's do it. I wonder if the postie doesn't go any further than out here. You got to come to there to get your mail if you live away out here. 40 k's. Now that's a fair way. I think that's going to be an hour. That'll take me out there. I'd get there at about midday. Let's do it, because an hour out, an hour and a half, 2 hours here, a cup of tea with Bill at Havelock, and then round to the ferry by 6 o'clock. I think I can do it. If not, we miss the ferry. That's all there is to it. And we continue this enjoyment of an adventure in the South Island for another day. Ooh, there's something dead there. I don't think I'll go back and help them. That was rancid. I wonder why they call it scenic. Bit over the top, isn't it? Spectacular. When you're making up videos, you got to change your vocabulary all the time, otherwise you repeat your descriptors. Look at this. Fabulous. Stupendous. And just round this corner it'll be salubrious. Enough of that, I wouldn't go to sleep. A wee view out over the pine trees. So we're still going to snake our way around this ridge, around to that cloud there. The next bay is Elaine Bay. The road's certainly good here in the sun. The land away in the distance, if you can see it, is over near Kaiteri, and around further is the Abel Tasman National Park. Hello, there's been a bad accident here. Are you alright? No. There's no sense in calling for any help with him. We'll leave him to the raptors. There's another bad accident. Are you alright? No, there's no life in him either. So we've hit the tar gravel now, end of the seal, and I'll look for a place up here where I can stop and show you out to the right, because I think we're starting to look out towards Maud Island out in the middle of the Sounds here. Maud Island is distinctive because it was a farm years ago, and now it's taken over as a nature reserve. You're not allowed to land on that island, and it's they've got all the endangered species on there, and there's a ranger in residence there, to watch out for anyone that's coming out that doesn't know the rules. I remember going there on the jet ski and they were calling me up on the radio to inform me of the need to keep off the island. Yeah, there it is there. Whoa, Betsy. And if you go down that reach there, around to the right, you're at Havelock. So another word for this native forest here is remnant forest as well. And remnant meaning that they've left the natives intact here as it was when Captain Cook came here, really. That's our first view of the D'Urville Island that I was heading for, and down here there's a reach of water through between this mainland and D'Urville Island called French Pass. So I can see now we've got about another 10 k's to go. You never know what's around the next corner, do you? Just this beauty of New Zealand. Up on the pegs and I can see that there's no cars ahead of me, so I can take the liberty to do the inside of the corners. Just let it charge through here. I think I'm doing about 50k an hour in number 2. And this is what adventure biking is about, really, is being able to come back here and just check all this out. Lovely. So the road's been punched around the ridge line. If I can see a Bonavista back the other way, we'll do that as well. There it is. I think I may have put you wrong with that being Maud Island the back of it. I think we're too far out on the peninsula now for it to be Maud Island. What have we got here? A lifestyle block overlooking Sissy Bay's for sale, but she's just been sold. So there you go, Sissy Bay down in there. Just saying, French Pass 10k. We go down that one there to Sissy Bay, Port Ligar and all those down there. We're not, we're going out here another 10k's. Up and over the hill here. Give it up! Keep her on the road, Alvin. I've got myself a sandwich or two in the back there and a bottle of drink. So we've got 10 k's to go to Smoko. But let's do it. What a beautiful view this is down here. I daren't look too long, otherwise I'll be right down there. Just wouldn't that be spectacular on a GoPro? Rolling down the bloody hill. So across those clouds you can see there is D'Urville Island. And all the twisties that I've had to put up with to get here have certainly been worth it, haven't they? Look at the beautiful road I got here to ride out on. And it's in good nick too, you know. Now we can look straight down on mussel farms here. Isn't this a Bonavista? I'll sneak out to the edge here carefully. Carefully. Get to here because, whoa, Betsy, we don't want her to hit a rock at the last second and go whammo. Mussel farms, can you pick them up there on the left? Another one in this bay. Little boat coming back from D'Urville Island. Can we see? No, she's too cloudy, but way the hell out there's called Farewell Spit. That's a big isthmus of sand that goes out at the end of Cook Strait there, and it's a trap for whales. The orcas and that get bogged on there, and they die in big pods. Recently I heard there was about 40 or so were stranded there. You know, they missed the tide, and then one squeals out to the other, I'm in trouble, and then they come to help, and next thing they're all in trouble, and it's a real bloody catastrophe. But sheep fences rather than cattle fences. See the netting on them. But you know, if it's not, someone will approach me and say, hey, back up mate, you're in the wrong place, this is private property. Let's have a look here. I'll sneak out to the edge carefully. Yeah, we're getting closer now, aren't we? D'Urville Island, French Pass. I think we've got about 4 k's to go and we'll be down there. The tide fair hools through here. We were there scuba diving on the slack. There's a lovely reef along this side here, crayfish everywhere, and I was diving with another bloke there, and down we went. Now we get a look at the sheep. She's begged off on me. What's this say? Camp Bay, private road. So we won't go there, we'll just go up on here and have a look. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's French Pass way down there. Still got to sneak around that road there by the look of it. Now we're definitely dropping downhill. I didn't know that there's 4 different types of tussock. There you go, this is the finer one, and it grows in this higher, drier stuff. Then there's a redhead one, and they're using that for decorative around the gardens or in the cities, and it doesn't grow very tall. It's only about 2 foot tall at the tallest. And then there's a broadleaf one, and I hadn't seen much of that, but that's in more swampy areas and lowland, and that one's bigger. He can be up to 1 metre tall. Deceptive how big they are when you have a close look at them. It's sheep country. You can see the grass is all well trimmed, and the paddocks are quite small, and that the yards here to the right indicate sheep, as opposed to cows, which have rails and big loading ramps and things like that. But this is sheep country out here. We have a look again. Oop. What do we got? Yeah, the road carries on round. This is French Pass here on this point here. Still 1 kilometre to go. Let's go and do it. Hello. Second gear take off. Give it to her. Tar sealed right out here. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But I suppose they said do it once and do it right. So if you ever wanted an enjoyable ride on a motorbike, you better come out here, because it is worth the ride right away out here too. Come and enjoy this unique little corner of New Zealand. See that sheep there? Nice clean head and face and nice round body. They're Perindales, I'd say. They just thrive out here on the hills. Let's see what's out this side. Just coming for a quick look round, girls. Oh, that's a ram, that one. Anyway, there's a house down in here. Cook straight away out there. That's all I need to say to you, because I don't know how far out I'm having trouble with these brakes on this bike. Let's go up on this bank and see what happens here. Oh! No, lucky it stopped. Oh, well, we're dropping into the little township here of French Pass, a collection of bachelors and holiday homes that you can either rent or buy or own. My God, there's a shop here, you would not believe that, with free Wi-Fi. Let's come back there and have a drink, but we'll just have a check out what's going on here first. Got the boats here. D'Urville Island. You must be able to go across from there on the boat. You've got a good spot here? Yeah. Lovely.
Where have you come from today?
Where have I come from? Reefton.
Reefton? Oh, okay.
Going to Tauranga.
You're on the way to Tauranga?
Yeah, get the ferry tonight at 7 o'clock.
You've got a long way. You had quite a diversion, haven't you?
I have, it's lovely though.
Yeah, and you're filming as you go.
I call it Alvin's Adventures New Zealand, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you mind being on it?
Why not?
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you.
John.
John, is it? Yeah. And your wife?
Susie.
Good on you, yeah.
Yeah, we're about to just go fishing around the corner there, Alvin. We're not too sure whether I'm going to lose my lure or not. But
no, you'll get them. That's for sure. Lovely, isn't it? You never get them unless you put the hook in, do you?
Good on you.
Hmm. Alright, I'm going back to the shop to get satiated with a bit of water.
Yeah, well, it's you're quite dry. It would be quite dry for you guys.
Yeah, can your eyes dry out and everything, yeah, so.
Yeah, well,
but never mind.
Good luck, Alvin.
Alvin's Adventure New Zealand. You have a look on the Facebook and you might see yourself on there. Well, I've just come in here and got myself a bottle of cold water, and I've met, what's your name again?
Alicia.
Alicia, yeah. Good on you. You're out here on your own, are you?
I am today,
yeah.
yes.
Good on you. What I wanted to do was just have a look at that map over there and see where we were. This is the map of the Marlborough Sounds. We got Havelock here where I'm going to catch up with Bill, and I came right out here with my boat out to around Maud Island, but just this time I've come in a road in the back here over the top, and this is the thing called French Pass just there, with D'Urville Island on that side there. So Cook Strait's out through, running through here, and this is the part that I had never ridden before or been out in the car before, and that's where we got that spectacular scenery there. There's about the size of those pilot whales there. In 1827, the corvette Astrolabe, commanded by Dumont de Voule, discovered and after great danger sailed through the French Passage. Right, we got 90 k's to go to get back to my friend's place at Havelock. Let's go and do that. So there's the reef between the two islands. there would be a spot you can go. But I remember coming here when the tide was slack and we had to go at the crayfish on there. Only had about half an hour to play around on there and then get out of that. Well, I've taken a layer of clothing off underneath and opened up my vents, and it's not so bad when you're moving along, but the temperature out here now is up to 20 degrees and we've got 90 k's to go to get back to Havelock, so let's go and do that. I'll have to get my friend Paul Routley to advise the constitution of these sheep, but to me they look alright. We're on the tar seal now, let's bore it into it. I thought that bald point down there was Maud Island, but I was mistaken. When I checked the map, it's Maud Island's round behind that further. And had I looked closely, there's mussel farms all down around that bay there, and that wouldn't be allowed around Maud Island, which is a total sanctuary. So you see the flickering in the light down there, those mussel rafts. Well, that was about 18 k's of gravel road right out from the end of the tar seal. What an enjoyable ride that was. So I'm back on the tar seal now, and I just got to concentrate on getting out of here safely, and so that really closes off this trip because my battery's getting low and I've used up a lot of data to record that outgoing trip. So I'll close you down now. My next objective is to get to Havelock and have a cup of tea with my friend there, Billy Lovell, and then onto the ferry tonight. So I'll manage this data into some form of a story and we'll go from there. So I wonder what'll happen next. I'll catch you on the next one.